How much do you know about K-food? How much hanchik have you eaten?
We invite you into the world of Korean food, of course, including the history and culture of it.
We'll introduce trendy foods and famous restaurants on Dish of the Day with
Chef Ryan Phillips.
That's right, it is the month of March already. It's been rainy over the past 24 hours, but Ryan has made it into the studio. How are we doing, sir?
I'm great, man. I'm doing really, really well. How are you?
Did you have a long weekend? Did you have anything special?
I went back out to the East Sea.
Oh!
Yeah, I had some more crab and that daige. I guess we call it snow crab in the state. But when you get it fresh out of the sea.
Was it good?
Oh my God, it's lovely. And
Was
that
it expensive?
Bibimbap. Found a new place. I've been going to the same place forever.
Yeah.
Was there just last week playing tour guide for a wonderful friend who ran a marathon in Tokyo just Sunday. Amazing.
Yes.
And was back out on Saturday again and found a new place. It was only about 90,000 won, so today that'd be like $65. And 2 crabs.
Wow.
And a meontang and the dolpbap.
Brilliant.
And all the panchan and lovely employees, folks that own and run this little place. And
that's good.
It's kind of like halfway between Samchok and Ulchin.
Oh.
In the middle there.
Did that take you a fair while to get to then?
With some holiday traffic, 4 hours instead of 3.
Okay.
Not the end of the world. I mean, for somebody from Texas where that's like, we're just going to dinner.
That's next door, yeah.
Right.
I got to enjoy something last night. I was getting some restaurant recommendations from Chef Ryan because I had some people in town who were willing to spend a lot of money to have a really nice meal, and they were asking for like Hanu, but they wanted to stay in the Gangnam area. So we ended up going to I think the name of the restaurant is Gosseo something or other, like flour shrimp.
Flour shrimp, yeah.
And they specialised in also the dakseo, which is the kind of scary looking ones with the big heads as well.
So good.
Yeah.
And not cheap.
Not cheap.
Even out at the fishing villages on the East Coast, I've paid 20,000 won per takseo.
Yeah, which is crazy.
Yeah.
It wasn't that expensive, so I'm like, okay, that's not bad. And so we had the gosseo, the flour shrimp raw. And those were amazing, like melt in your mouth.
Oh, they were down for because they're live. They're not just raw. They're like
they do kill them there, so we didn't get to see them screaming about and stuff. And they removed the heads, and they prepared the heads so you could eat them like whole
they
as well.
dressed it up for you.
Yeah,
gotcha,
and then the dakseo they said are actually better. I don't
steamed.
know if it was steamed or if it was fried. I think it might have been fried in a way, but those were so good.
So good.
And then raw hanu, Korean beef that was really highly marbled with a bit of uni.
Yukwe?
In a seaweed wrap with
you gotta
avocado.
show me this place,
yeah, I will send you the link.
A seaweed wrap with avocado.
Yeah.
Like avocado all mushed up?
No, like in thin slices.
Thin slices, that works too.
It was so good.
Oh,
and then,
baby.
And then the kind of filler, because you couldn't fill yourself up on that unless you're a millionaire, was the pudechige, the army-based stew, which was really nice as a finisher. It was odd.
That's an odd thing to
I saw
throw
it on the
in the
menu
mix
and I was like, why is it there? But
with
I don't
all
know.
these high-end ingredients, and then let's throw some spam in us.
Fantastic.
No rules. There's no rules. It's just what the chef likes, and then hopefully his customers like it too.
Yeah, they did. They were very, very satisfied. And talking of Sul, today's hashtag, we had Tokdo Soju, which I never knew existed.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't heard of that either.
No, so it was like double the price of normal soju.
Different flavor profile,
a little
to
bit,
it.
but not
tiny bit.
The bottle looked very nice.
Yeah. Okay.
Talking of sul or alcohol, did you have any with your crab or anything?
No. We're driving a bit, so I have taken bottles of Chablis out there.
Oh,
yeah, and
well with crab.
Oh, it's amazing. Yeah. A mineral Chardonnay like that, like a Chablis. You take that. I did take butter out there and our Moroccan chimichurri from the farm, the dill, preserved lemon, garlic, blah. I brought those out. And even a horseradish sour cream I whipped up. I had had my own condiments at the restaurant, and the staff there, they were into it, you know, and so I shared some with them.
Oh,
of
nice!
Course. And,
they liked it.
Absolutely, they really liked the butter. They'd never had that, and it's so simple.
Yeah,
they're like, oh, whoa, maybe we should do this.
Yeah, that works.
Because a little bit of salted butter for your crab.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so good on its own, but
it is.
Goodness gracious.
Oh, fantastic. All right, so getting to today's dish. It has been trending. It's been all over my social media, and I was like, what's going on here?
Yeah, I didn't know either. Yeah.
It's not like sugar octane Dubai chewy cookie or salt
Not
bread.
a junk food ramen mukbang either.
No, it's like super healthy, right?
Totally. What's
And
going
it's
it's
blown
New
up.
Year's resolutions.
It must be.
It's
right?
New Year's resolutions to diet. That's what it is. This is a delicious food that I was kind of unaware of. Were you aware of a Bomdong Bibimbap?
No. So bibimbap, of course, many of our long-time listeners will know, is the rice mixed with all sorts of stuff.
Absolutely.
But Bomdong, I did not know was an ingredient in this. I didn't know it was like a specialty dish or a seasonal thing at all.
Well, okay, let's explain a little bit about what the heck it is. Do we have a picture of the Bomdong? Just the Bomdong?
Okay, so this is...
there you go. Perfect. Okay, so in the winter, it's so cold here, guys. It's so cold. But if you have a simple greenhouse or even out in a field, if it doesn't have a lot of wind, this can still grow. It's amazing.
Wow.
And why? Because it grows kind of flat on the ground. Just kind of, if it was sticking up, the wind and the chill would kill that sucker.
Yeah.
But it hugs the ground, and so it really looks more like this flower shape. And if you see them on a farmland, they're like kind of flat. They only stick up like 2 or maybe 3 inches up off the ground.
Yeah.
So they take up more space along the ground. And so the farms, they don't even do them in rows. Look at this picture. They don't even do them in rows.
It's covered.
It's just flat because this is a winter crop. They'll take all these out about now or here in a week or two, and then till the land and plant in whatever they're going to do for the year. But so delicious. Usually things that grow through the winter here, they're growing slower. You know, they're getting more complex flavors in there. So think of a cabbage that is a little sweeter, a little nuttier. Yeah. And definitely crisp. Oh. And it's good stuff.
Yeah, so sometimes translated like spring cabbage. You might hear.
Right. Or winter cabbage.
Yeah. And Bomdong itself, the bom is for spring and then the dong is for winter. So it's literally spring, winter,
Winter, yeah.
And they say the more you chew it, the sweeter it tastes. It's often used in 겉절이, right? The freshly made kimchi that's not like had time to ferment.
Right, because you get so much flavor just out of the natural leaves. I was gifted, I think I mentioned this to you before, but maybe last year, I was gifted a giant bag of Bomdong at the farmer's market. It was the end of the day. The farmer didn't sell it all. He was like, here, Ryan, take this. And I was like, how in the world am I going to eat all this? But another friend gave me the best doenjang I'd ever had in my life.
Oh, good.
And not a real salty one. It was almost a little sweet. The Korean fermented soybean paste was just amazing. And I was sitting down on that Sunday evening, that same day, and I'd rinsed all the Bomdong, and I just started munching on it with the doenjang. Next thing you know, I ate the entire bag. Because it's that good.
And it's healthy, so you don't feel bad, right?
Right.
Eating it. So this has skyrocketed. I think this has some part to play in it. It's been on TV. This is 일박이일, that's 강호동, I believe. And so people have watched this, and then it's caught on social media. And so sales of Bomdong have gone through the roof, right? They've just suddenly exploded.
I paid $2-ish for one Bomdong. And to make this, I mean, you could make what we made today 20 times with that one. So it's still not that expensive. But maybe that was my good market or something.
Maybe. And so according to Google Trends, there was a peak search interest score of 100 for Bomdong Bibimbap, and mentions increased 880% over just a month.
That's incredible.
And sales have risen nearly 50% compared to the previous year. Because this is a seasonal thing, so people will eat it around this time.
It is also a seasonal thing. So of course you're going to see a big jump in views.
Yeah.
Because nobody's really thinking about this in December.
Yes.
But January, okay, maybe a little bit. You start to see them in the markets. February more, and then March, boom. Because you know that rain yesterday, farmers, old school Korean style, that signifies the end of winter.
Ah, yes.
That's when you uncover your garlic.
Yeah.
And let it start to actually come up out of the ground.
Okay.
So if you look at the weather forecast going forward now, there's not too much below zero.
No, hardly at all, right?
Yeah.
So that's a good signal
the spring
for it.
rain, the bombi.
There you go. And so that's why we've chosen to do this time. You can't compare it at all to the Dubai chewy cookies, but people are saying it's kind of overshadowed that trend now. They're so very different, so you can't really compare it. But this is the dish we're going to be doing today. Here's a photo of it. The Bomdong Bibimbap, right?
Yeah.
So it's just bibimbap with this as the main.
Well, essentially, you've got a Bomdong muchim, so like a Korean seasoned salad.
Yeah.
All right. So kind of like a Korean Caesar in a way.
Oh,
Caesars are tossed in a dressing.
Yeah.
So you make a dressing, you toss the Bomdong in it, and guys, don't worry. If you can't find Bomdong, you can use any Napa cabbage for this, and you'll get there.
Yeah.
You'll get to see what it's like. So you season that, then you have some rice, which we have warm under here.
Oh, nice.
You get a little bit of gochujang, which I brought from my friend's family farm.
Wow.
And put a little gochujang here, then put your Bomdong muchim essentially on top of that.
Yeah.
And we're talking about 5 ingredients to make this salad dressing that you dress the salad in. And then we've got a fried egg to throw on top of that. Mix all that up and share it with a friend.
That's it, right? In bibimbap, sometimes people are put off. If you want to make a proper bibimbap, there's lots of different ingredients in there, right? That you're mixing in together. And so my mum will do it happily because I'm her son. But even wives, I don't think they like getting that request from their hubbies. Like, make me a proper bibimbap.
If you're feeding a ton of people, it makes so much sense because you can do all that prep the day before. You know, do your carrots, do your spinach, the egg, all these different parts. But if you're feeding one person, that's a lot of work, man.
It is a lot of work. We are going to eat this in part 2. Let's get to some more music now. This is from Kang Oh-dong, who really helped kick off the craze for Bomdong Bibimbap. Features Chong Eun-ji, and it's 1분 전, 1 minute ago. We're back for part 2, Dish of the Day, with Chef Ryan in the studio. Today's dish being Bomdong Bibimbap. That is maybe translated as spring or winter cabbage, and bibimbap, the mixed rice dish. But this is a much simpler version, and it's gone crazy thanks originally to Kang Oh-dong and eating it on 1박 2일, 1 night, 2 days. That's why we played his track there. We've got Siska saying, how do you cook this Bomdong? In a soup? Can you stir fry it? Or in bibimbap, we're talking about it raw, right? Yeah, raw but just dressed.
Usually raw. I guess I have seen it thrown into like a doenjang jjigae before, though.
Yeah. And it tastes quite good then.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
Lily writes, bibimbap. I think I recognize this ingredient. I think we just call it spring cabbage in the UK. That's cool. I did not know that, and I was curious to see if anybody else grows this, but it makes sense. You guys are in a similar climate zone as us, so growing things like this makes sense in the winter.
Yeah.
And again, seen it made into kimchi. That's when you're doing a fast kimchi, it does give a great flavor.
Yes.
To be able to do that.
Yeah. All right. So let's get it on the camera right now and enjoy this together. So we've got the orgokbap that we talked about in the opening, because today is Chongwol Daeboram, the first full moon of the lunar new year. Wow, there is a lot of grains going on there.
Yeah, well, this was a gift from my neighbors, the Panchankage, yesterday, and I got all the namu. And we talked about that last year on this show, I guess. Sure. But this year we've got this amazing thing, and we still have the rice underneath, and I've got this amazing gochujang from my friend's family. My chef friend's family farm, like organic farmers. It is phenomenal.
It's got a deeper red.
A little bit of a heat punch, so we won't go too crazy.
Okay, so we put that in the rice there.
There we go.
Okay,
and then we can add here. I'll let you do the honors. Why don't you
How much should we put in?
I'd say probably about half of that.
Okay, so you can see all the sesame seeds on top of this Bomdong, and it just adds really spring colours there, all that green. Because Korea, it gets pretty brown and grey in the winter, right?
It does.
Because it's so cold and all the greenery dies. But this is good, isn't it? To refresh the senses. Okay.
I love this ingredient.
Is that enough, do you
and
say?
When you see that'll work. Okay, now we've got 2 spoons, we got chopsticks, and the goal is, after one more accoutrement.
The egg.
The fried egg.
Oh, that looks perfect.
Ooh la la.
Look at that.
And then, hey, once you make it real pretty, you get to destroy it.
It's all about mixing it all together.
And the idea is trying to mix all that up. Here, I'll let either you get after it.
Some people swear by doing it with chopsticks, and some people swear by doing it with a spoon. I'm not fussy. I'll do any which way. Oh, look at that in the rice, the gochujang.
Oh, that does look good.
The chili pepper paste.
Now, this is a stickier rice than what you usually use.
It does feel, even stickier, doesn't it?
There's quite a bit of chop sal in here, the glutinous rice.
Ah, okay.
But I kind of tested this last night, and it was lovely.
Yeah,
so,
it's good.
Yeah.
Because most bibimbaps, you will go for just the plainer white rice, I suppose, traditionally.
Totally. I had this, and I was like, do I want to make more? No, I don't need to do that.
No.
Because this stuff is lovely.
And on today, it's meaningful, right? Exactly. We're meant to eat this today.
Yeah, for those curious, the show we did last year about the rice here and all the namu, as you're coming in, you get that first full moon. Yeah. And you're coming into spring. You need to recharge. You need to get your minerals and vitamins back in. Yeah. You know, because you're about to be a farm laborer, and I can tell you, it's a lot of work to be a farm laborer. So, traditionally, you would have the rice and all those greens this time of year to fortify yourself before you got to get back to work. All right.
Wow, this
but
looks
back
so
to the
good.
Bomdong.
So all you need is the fried egg, the rice. It doesn't have to be all cooked like we said, and the bomdong, and that's it, right? That's it, and that's your bibimbap.
So easy. Now let's talk a little bit about the dressing that goes on. Or we'll take a bite first. And
yes,
then we'll
please.
See if you can pull out some of those ingredients. You must know.
So in a bibimbap, like you might also do separately the what's it called, sesame oil, right? Chamgirim on top.
True.
Do you not need that in this case? Is there in the dressing?
It's in the dressing. It's one of the main ingredients of the dressing.
Look at that spoonful, right? In a way, it looks very messy, but in a way, it looks beautiful as well. Look at all of that on one spoon. You can hear the crunch in Ryan's mouth. I'm going to give it a try as well. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
It is so glutinous, the rice.
The rice
in a great
is
way.
more than the usual rice too. And then those beans too. All the different grains and beans in the rice.
So many different textures in the rice because of that. And then the chewiness of the egg. But the bomdong, it really does add a sweetness once you chew on it a lot as well. Oh, that's really delicious. I'm going to take a bit of the bomdong as well.
I got to say the bomdong's my favorite part.
Yeah. And look, you get the kind of stalky bits, which are just more crunchy, and the greener bits as well. So you're going to have two different textures for the price of one in there. Oh, and there is a kick to that, especially after you swallow it.
That's a really good point, Peter. The white part there, that firmer part, is a real crunch.
Yeah.
Now, I dressed this morning.
Okay.
I was tempted to, be lazy and just dress it last night, but you wouldn't want to do that because then you're going to essentially be making kimchi instead of mushim.
There you go.
The leaves, especially the greener leaves, would water out a lot, and then they'd be kind of flimsy, and it wouldn't be the right texture. So make your dressing, mix it, maybe an hour before or 30 minutes before is fine, but not the night before.
Yeah.
And that dressing, guys. Okay. Soy sauce and chamgirim, or toasted sesame oil. Those are your two main ingredients. So for this amount, I just did 1 tablespoon of each of those.
Okay.
And then you've got a few other ingredients that you're going to use maybe a half tablespoon of. So half as much as the soy and the toasted sesame oil. And those ingredients are, got to have chopped garlic and really mince it, mash it, pulverize it.
Yeah.
Because it's going into a dressing. You want them tiny.
You can't see it like very much at all. Okay.
Right. Another thing is something sweet. And most recipes will say sugar. I recommend honey. Or if you can find it, get some meşilcong.
Oh, okay.
Some green plum syrup or extract or whatever.
Okay. That gives a good sweetness.
It does. And that is here. And it's one that I made myself. And
nice.
It's a lovely one. And so that gives a natural sweetness more. Of course, the meşilcong is also made with sugar, but I use raw sugar for that one too. So something sweet. You got your soy for your salt. You got your toasted sesame oil for that full palate covering, unctuous to it. Then, fish sauce. or shrimp paste.
Okay.
But most people can have access to any kind of shrimp or fish sauce, so you can just go with that. I actually use both here. I use a little bit of seiujo, the shrimp paste, fermented shrimp paste, and some fish sauce as well.
What fish sauce do you use? Because these days there's become such a boom in different varieties, like chamchiek, like the tuna fish sauce. Also, the kare egg, like crab sauce has become good because one celebrity like highlighted the depth of flavor and stuff.
I've gotten a little nuts into this lately, and I've kind of settled on some of the Vietnamese ones when they're store-bought, like shelf stable.
Okay.
But in Korea, we have access to the stuff that's made in the markets.
Yeah.
You know, the
right.
ekjot. And you really can't beat that.
Yeah.
It's got so much depth of flavor, but there's a different kind of funkiness there, and it's not necessarily for everybody. I got to say, when I first came here, I wouldn't have been very comfortable using that.
Yeah.
So be happy with your store-bought stuff. You're still going to get your flavors that you want for this muchem or this bibimbap.
Yeah.
Aside from that, I put a little bit of gochugaru in here, some red chili flakes. You don't have to do that.
That gives another little kick.
Does this seem spicy to you at all, really?
There's definitely an after spice from the gochujang, I think, like you said, but that's delicious. But no, the bomdong itself, you could eat it just like that as a little salad as well, right? And it's not spicy. No.
A garnish of toasted sesame seeds, and really that's all you need, guys. Something sweet, something saltier like your soy sauce, and then the savory comes from that toasted sesame oil.
And then you're cutting them up into these smaller bite-sized portions because it's in a bibimbap, right?
Right.
If you're just going to have it as a 겉절이, you might have it as longer strips, but because it's got to be mixed up together, that's it. And then toss it all together.
That's it, man. Just I kind of will massage it, or I'll put it in a container and shake the heck out of it, and really get those flavors all over those leaves. And then we build it up like we just did, and that's it. So it's so easy.
Yeah.
No wonder it's gone viral.
Ben's saying, I believe you're in Europe, Ben's. Most bibimbap varieties here, if you buy them, cost between 14 to 19 euros, $16 to $21. This, because you've only got one ingredient, it's going to be surely cheaper, at least to make, I don't know about selling, than your other varieties. If you were to make this at home, you're not going to be spending more than a couple of bucks, I assume, right?
So true.
That's so cost effective, because when I was in London recently, eating is just expensive because the supermarket ingredients have gone up, eating out has gone up. So I'm like, what are people eating these days?
Right.
Something like this would be so cost effective, right?
Oh man, and you could have a different protein. You know, maybe add beef one day, add chicken another day, add tuna fish another day or something. Right. And you could stretch this out all week.
Yeah, bolster it up with something. It doesn't have to be as plain as this. This is the standard, but you're right. Instead of the egg, or in addition to the egg, have some more protein. We'll be back after our next song from W24, Mustard Seed. Oh, that is really warming me up inside with the spiciness too. I love that. And you can control that, of course. Regular gochujang, just a spoon or even less. And then it's less spicy if you want. We're with Chef Ryan doing Bomdong Bibimbap. Lots of comments from our listeners. Siska says, it looks like a really simple dish, but seems yummy. Aren't those the best? Keep it simple.
I love it. Yeah. And I'm chewing so much, I'm trying to back away from the camera so you guys don't have to listen to me. This is lovely.
Yeah, I got a sesame seed stuck in the inside of my tooth that I can't get out. It's annoying me, but we'll soldier on. We're professionals. Bureau says, let's add some beef in addition to the egg for extra protein to the Bomdong Bibimbap. And yet, in bibimbap, you will often find beef, and usually it's not something that has to be the highest quality, best cut of beef, right? You might have ground beef or something else like that, just to add in some
Absolutely.
stodge. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Dayron says it looks so delicious. Give it a try. I don't know. I would hope that some Korean restaurants abroad would be serving this as a seasonal thing, if they can get the Bomdong.
Yeah, I think they probably can these days. I mean, the way I've seen Korean supermarkets in America in the last few years change and develop, I bet they've got Bomdong this time of year. But again, guys, if you can't find Bomdong, totally can use Napa cabbage. Would work great for this.
What about just general mixed salad leaves and stuff like that? It's not the same. It's not the same crunch, maybe.
How about bok choy or baby bok choy? Because then you have the soft bits and the crunchy bits.
Ooh.
If you have just lettuce, there's not going to be the textural element
it's too
of it.
thin, isn't it?
Unless you added celery as well. But then celery has its own flavor profile. No. It would take away from a lot of the flavors going on here.
I've never tried bok choy in a salad raw. It's totally fine.
Absolutely, yeah.
Wow. I always cook it because I love the sweetness that comes out of that as well. Lilith says, I'm practicing Lent at the moment. Oh, is it Lent? Okay.
Yeah,
but instead of taking something out, I'm adding something in. I'm trying to replace all my snacks with fruit instead and also trying to eat more vegetables.
Wow. Whiting. Good luck.
This is definitely a good healthy boost for you. And you said I should look for that plum syrup. I've been seeing it a lot in Korean recipes. It is so common in recipes, right? Yeah. And I think there must be Korean supermarkets abroad now that stock that too. For sure. And you said in the UK, I definitely find it cheaper to make a bibimbap myself. Oh, of course. Compared to eating out where the costs are sky high, making it yourself is much, much easier.
This, when I first looked at this, I was like, oh, wow, that's genius. It's so much easier than most bibimbap. Most bibimbap, you got to make the obangsek, the 5 different colors of the 5 different ingredients, and it's tedious.
Yeah.
This, all I didn't have to make this was the bomdong. I had everything else because there's such common ingredients here and really around the world too. And then throw the salad dressing together, wash and cut up your bomdong, mix that up, have some rice.
Yeah.
Everybody's always got gochujang around here.
Yes.
And you're ready to go.
Absolutely, bish bash bosh. In terms of the prices, our writer got a statistic saying at Karak Market, where you often go, right?
Yeah.
A 15-kilogram box, which would be enough to last a very long time, is only costing 30,000 won, there or thereabouts. But it's up still 13.5% compared to last year, right? So you can get it in those huge quantities. Not that you'll get through all of that, I suppose. And this seems to be part of the trend for the younger generation, like younger MZ, maybe just the Z generation, looking for healthier foods. Do you feel that, Ryan? Because apparently sales of alcohol and other unhealthy things have been on the decline.
I heard you guys talking about non-alcoholic beer.
Yeah,
it really is happening.
Right.
It's kind of, I'm impressed.
Yeah,
and I'm kind of surprised.
Yes, right.
Maybe COVID had something to do with that. I don't know.
Being more health conscious.
But yeah, across the board, you're seeing so much more. You'd see across America, they've opened up a lot of non-alcoholic cocktail bars.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like the bar itself is just all non-alcoholic.
That's it.
Wow.
That's it. Yeah. So and they're mixologists making incredible beverages that aren't cheap.
Yeah.
But there's no alcohol. Yeah. And people are there mingling and hanging out like it's a bar.
When I first saw that trend, I thought, oh, that's not a thing. It's just like news outlets creating it. But I do feel like even my son, who's now, going to be getting into adulthood soon, he's more conscious of his health than I was when I was young. And when he sees mummy and daddy having a drink, he'll be like, why are you drinking? That's bad for you, that kind of thing.
Well, when we were younger, that people still said a glass of wine a day is good for you.
Sure. Yeah.
And that's been debunked since.
Yes.
They're like, oh, grape juice does the same thing, buddy. You don't need
without
the alcohol.
Right. And so, I don't know, like you said, I'm impressed, and that's great, but maybe it's because we grew up in a generation where drinking alcohol is kind of culturally important. Mm-hmm. It's kind of sad in a way. But if it's a toxic
the British
thing,
embassy and the tradition of having the pub or the bar in the British embassy.
Yeah.
I always thought that was really cool.
Yeah, but maybe for younger generations they won't want to go if they think it's all about the alcohol. Yeah. But good on you, younger generation.
I think it's pretty cool. Now on the flip side, you've seen the psychologist's take on this though.
No.
Some psychologists are saying, these kids need to go out and drink because
make mistakes
at that age, yes, maybe you'll be taxing your liver a little bit, but you're building social network, you're making these memories or these wild times in your youth this is the time to do that. And to have such a big shift in society that way, they say could be dangerous.
Yeah, I do feel that as well. They're more insular and more about the individual and just keeping themselves to themselves, right?
Used to being on the phone or on the computer during COVID and then get to college and like, I'm just going to do my own thing.
I don't know. Maybe physically more healthy, but you're right. Maybe mentally. A lot of my best social memories are linked to alcohol from my 20s, right? Which is also sad and bad, I suppose.
It is. I just same.
What is the balance? And the thing about this now becoming a trend is it's not the same, it seems. As a chef, like, do you see any commonalities with the things that trend here? Let's think like maratang, the Dubai chewy cookies, before that Dubai chocolate, the salt bread. This seems very different to those kind of things which punch you in the face with flavour. Yeah. But as a chef, do you ever feel like, I can tell what makes something trend? Or if you see a trend, you think, I can understand that. Or is it just completely random what kind of takes off, in your opinion, here in Korea? Because we're all about trends in Korea, right? We jump on it, everyone tries it, and then it kind of disappears.
Well, up until a few years ago, you could kind of look at the American West Coast and what was happening over there,
really?
Or somewhere in America.
Yeah.
And then you would see it here.
It would come a little later.
But now it's almost real time, and there's more influence from other places, not just the States. You know, the bread influences often come from Japan. Korean bakers will often go to Japan to benchmark stuff because traditionally that's the influence where it came, the bakeries were Japanese and then Korean and so on. But then other foods, I've seen the rise of the Chinese foods here, the Chinese foods, malatang and hot pots and everything. But at the same time, I can definitely guesstimate what Koreans will really love. Mm-hmm. And often the things that I came up with, I was like, I don't want to be the guy that makes the chewy fried bread thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, textures.
Yeah, textures are big, right?
And hot on a cold day or cold on a hot day. Those kind of things really take off here. Yeah.
That's a good analysis. Yeah. Last tips from a writer: if you're going to make this Bomdong Bibimbap and you want to change things up, maybe using the perilla oil instead.
Ooh,
right?
Good idea. Yeah.
That gives you a different flavour profile, and also roasted seaweed flakes, right, on a bibimbap. That can add a bit of punch in there as well.
Always nice. Yeah.
And if you want, instead of a fried egg, a soft-boiled egg. All right, said I prefer fried. I've got to say, a bit fussy here. Thank you so much, Ryan, for bringing in this trending dish.
And thanks to our writer for coming up with this great idea. It wasn't on my radar. Was it already on yours?
I'd seen it on social media, and then when she talked about it, I was like, oh, it is a thing. It definitely is a thing.
That's cool.
Keeps on popping up on my daughter's.
Good to know.
And because she's so into still Dubai chewy cookies, I hope she flips over to this because it's way healthier and much cheaper. Like, we had to spend, again, 7,000 won on one Dubai cookie on the weekend to satisfy her need.
What's up with the Dubai chocolate? Why is it everywhere?
The chocolate was last year, and now it's the chewy
cocoa
cookies.
Beans in Dubai.
It's just them combining pistachio with kadayif, the crunchy thing, which is also big in Turkey as well. And then that flavour has come on over. Yeah.
Thank you. I've been seeing it everywhere. Yeah, I did have some Dubai-style chocolate, and I was just like...
Not the chewy cookie yet.
Not the chewy cookie yet.
Try it.
Okay.
Not bad.
Right, thanks. Thanks for keeping me up to date.
We'll see you again next week, Ryan. Thank you.